Tuloy-tuloy ang aksyon dito sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, and we are back at the Caloocan Sports Complex. And you see the fan zone there, brought to us by our partners Sports Plus. And inside the arena, we have the second of 3 games ngayong Miyerkules dito sa MPBL. Jay Collado and the Valenzuela Dark Horse trying to move up in the North Division. They take on Christian Fajarito and the Pasay Voyagers, who are coming off a loss to the Caloocan Batang last week in their home court at the Astrodome. Yan po yung laban natin. Caloocan, Pasay versus Valenzuela. Mamaya pa yung Caloocan. Makakalaban nila yung San Juan. Magandang gabi po mga kaliga. Si Ralph Tupas. Kasama si Coach Mike Perez. Kasama din natin si Mika Abisamis. And of course, mapapanood nyo ang MPBL on YouTube, Tap Sports, and on Solar Sports. And Coach Mike, itong dalawang kupunan natin nasa North Division, and I'm sure they want to move up and challenge itong mga top teams in the North.
Yeah, especially them coming off both losses. Importante makabalik agad sa pagkakapanalo para umangat sila sa kanilang stand.
Valenzuela losing to Cebu in the last game. Tingnan natin ang mga numero sa larong yan. As the Dark Horse, it's been a hot and cold this season. A roller coaster ride sila ngayong season na to.
Yeah, and this game na yun against Cebu, they started out pretty strong in the opening quarter, pero nag-collapse sila nung second quarter, scoring I think only 10 points. And then again, yung depensa in the fourth really made it tough for Valenzuela to even come back. And problem controlling the paint scoring and the fast breaks really have been the tone of that game against Valenzuela.
Pasay, on the other hand, went up against Caloocan, and Caloocan putting that unbeaten record on the line as they visited the Astrodome. And bright spots, performances from Christian Fajarito, and late surge by Cyril Gonzalez, but it wasn't enough as Caloocan came away with an 82-74 win. Pasay was just knocking on the door at that 3-4 point deficit, pero hindi nila ma-breakthrough yan hanggang sa dulo ng game na to.
At a certain point talagang, in my opinion, parang purely dependent on the field goal makes of Christian Fajarito. But the bench scoring really, you see that difference. It was only Kinal and Cyril Gonzalez that scored 9 apiece, 18 of that 28 really coming from those guys.
Well, they need a bounce-back performance from Steve Nash Enriquez. Struggled in the last game. So titingnan natin kung paano babawi itong Pasay and Valenzuela as they battle it out in our second game. Let's go to Richard Campos for the starters.
Good evening and welcome to the second game. It's Valenzuela versus Pasay, live on Solar Sports, Tap Sports, and on YouTube channel here at the Caloocan Sports Complex. The 2026 MANNY PACQUIAO'S MPBL Season 8. Here are the starters. Let's begin with the Valenzuela City Dark Horse. Point guard number 1, J.R. Olegario. At forward number 5, Jay Collado. Center number 6, Lester Reyes. At forward number 17, Nico Mamaradlo. Two guard number 39, Shaq Alanes. They're led by Estong Ballesteros, assisted by Jun Dizon and Oliver San Pedro. Coaching consultant Mark D. Assistant team managers Trey Valdez, JB Garcia, and Errol Francisco. Team manager Ron Carambas. Team representative CJ Carambas. Now for the Pasay Voyagers. At forward number 2, Mark Parks. Guard number 3, King Gurtiza. Also at guard number 13, Steve Nash Enriquez. Forward number 25, Moon de la Cruz. Playing center number 45, Christian Fajarito. Their head coach is Marlon Martin. Assistant coaches, Vic Escudero, Hubert de los Santos, Adrian Brocal, Brian Orog, and Kat Tenorio. Team consultant, Cholo Martin. Team honors, Raul Bacalso, Mickey Ligot, David Castro, JD Castro and Ian Calixto.
The starting five is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Olegario, Alanes, Reyes, Collado, and Mamaradlo ang magsisimula for Valenzuela. Enriquez, Gortiza, Fajarito, De La Cruz, and Parks ang magsisimula naman for Pasay. Our officiating crew led by Edmar Avis, kasama si Maynard Centeno, John Paul Abobo, and Eric Robles ang kukumpleto ng ating officiating team for this ballgame. Pasay wins the tip. Nash Enriquez needing a bounce-back performance as Nash was held to just 4 points in the last game, 0 for 7. He did have 11 assists and 4 turnovers. Mark Parks starting the game with a triple.
One of the most efficient three-point shooter para dito sa Pasay Voyagers, Mark Parks. Definitely set him up on the right side wing or arc 3. You know, that's pretty much his sweet spot. At saka yung previous game na yun, si Fajarito was really taking a lot on the load pagdating sa field goal makes and attempts. Kaya, you know, left really to feeding itong si Steve Nash Enriquez in that match.
Fajarito, the swing, the steal by JR. Collado. Back to Olegario. Olegario back to Jay. Three-pointer, in and out, rebound. Ends up with Parks.
And Jay Collado loves yung mga slips na gano'n up top. Pagdating sa 3 points up there, komportable.
Fajarito fires a 3. Gortiza with the offensive rebound. King goes to Fajarito underneath. Nobody tracking Christian Fajarito as he cut from the top of the key inside. No, walang nakasunod sa kanya.
Tsaka iba yung physique ni Christian Fajarito ngayon, ano? Medyo may karga yung shoulders niya. Like the previous season, he's bulked up. Ooh!
Oy, Mamaradlo. He is fine.
Yeah, hard fall by Mamaradlo right there, trying to get something inside the paint.
That's the second 3 for Jay Collado. First 3, rather.
Yep. Second attempt from there, talagang ano siya, that's his more or less his range from top. Even back when he was playing for the Rice Vanguards, you see him always slipping that top. And I feel he's one of the perfect 5 guys na pwede, 5 spot guy na pwede mong ilagay sa taas. Number arc 3 naman yan para dito kay Jay Collado. One of the few big men that really has good range for 3.
Enriquez. They go to Collado. Nice matchup here. Fajarito double team. Inside Munmun. Oh. Ganda ng galaw ni Munmun.
Pabaliktad yung pihit, ano?
Baliktad eh. Reverse. Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Reverse the other way. Seeing the defense of Lester Reyes. Really speaks in volume also of yung klase ng post-up player ni Christian Fajarito. Analytics guys would always say that the post-up, mas lalo na kung magagaling sa multiple dribbles, one of the toughest ones to score. But if you have a big guy in Christian Fajarito that can actually find the open man, then why not? Then Shaq Alan is able to draw a foul, which is he is so good at.
Sobrang galing siya Calanes sa magbingwit ng mga foul.
Tsaka kahit off-balance na, no?
Free throw is brought to you by Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. He just has a knack of, you know, scoring the basketball. And yun talaga yung yung marka niya ever since. Ito si Shaq Alanes. Even in his days with Lyceum, Coach Estong Ballesteros.
So, nagpapahirap pa niya, Shaq Alanes, kaliwete. So, it's always tough to go up against lefties because yung kontra-tempo, yung komportable yung pumunta sa kanan kahit nakaliwete. Shaq Alanes is one of those guys. Nakaka-absorb pa ng kontra, kaya kahit na medyo off-balance na yung tira, he's still able to manufacture a shot.
7 apiece here. Enriquez to Fajarito. Mamaradlo is there. Christian to King. Fall away. No. Rebound, Lester Reyes.
And they will try to speed up the game here at the half court.
Collado. Nolegario. Jay Collado fires away. No. Rebound, Parks.
Okay, good thing si King Gortiza pumil off at challenge yung tira ni Jay Collado na yon.
Parks for 3. That doesn't work. Rebound ni Olegario. Olegario, the former homegrown player of the year from Parañaque. Alanes now drives off balance. Tapikan ng bola, ends up with Enriquez. Munmun leaks out. Munmun finishes with the left hand.
Well, Mamaradlo, hindi maganda yung angle niya doon. Couldn't get that stop against Munmun. Kita rin kaagad eh. Very quick wants to get into transition is Munmun de la Cruz. Shaq Alanes once again.
Olegario down low to Lester Reyes. Reyes with a jump hook. Parks with a rebound.
Open lane.
Parks can't finish. Olegario. Mamaradlo, 2 points. Oh, this game has been played at a frenetic pace, not at all of stoppages here.
Trying to get quickly sa transition game nila. Oh, wow.
Steal by Alanes. And Shaq Alanes will get the 2 points. May 4 na puntos na ito si Shaq Alanes.
Shaq showing a little bit of defense here very early in this game, no? Stealing that ball away from King Gortiza.
Parks to Gortiza. Parks gets it back. Nash for 3. That won't work. Rebound, Lester Reyes. Olegario. Feeds Alanes. Rebound na kay King Gortiza. Gortiza goes to De La Cruz. And the foul given up by J.R. Olegario. This is the fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Press, the official sports book of the MPBL.
Well, quickly turning turnovers into scoring para dito sa Valenzuela Dark Horse. And one thing that I noticed, very active sila, no? Pagdating sa ball screens, they're not allowing any screens, especially with Steve Nash Enriquez.
Meanwhile, let's turn you over to Mika.
Pasay lost to Jensen by a few, won against QC, lost to Caloocan by only 8 points. These speak of how hardworking this young Pasay team is. Coach Marlon talked about how patience is very important, raising kids to men. One guy who also has all the right in the world to talk about patience is Christian Fajarito. 20 plus points against Jensen, 12 points against QC, 32 points against Caloocan. But he can't do it all. Pinag-usapan niya kung paano niya kinakausap ang mas nakakababatang teammates. Told them a story about how he manned up against Marquis in one of the Jensen versus Bacoor games in the playoffs. He was warned, matibay yan si Kuya Mark, maging agresibo ka. Admitted to be intimidated at that time but ended up as best player of that game. Just a nice way to motivate sila, Coach Mike.
Maraming salamat, Mika. Christian Fajarito enjoying the best stretch of his professional career. And there you have it, 4 points already. 32 against Caloocan, and I was there in the stands watching that game, and I was just blown away by that performance of Christian Fajarito. Now, if only, you know, the rest of the Voyagers can, give him the support that he needs. And then they'll certainly, I think, they'll go far this season.
Oh yeah. Tsaka definitely nung laro na yon, that they were clearly pretty much in the hands of Christian Fajaritos. You see this beautiful, move right there, trying to elude the defense, going to that open space right side of the floor. There was a stretch, parang yung last na field goal nila, parang 2 minutes of the first quarter, and that was the field goal last by Christian Fajarito before they ended the second quarter, where they scored. It took 2 minutes, and he was still the one who started the field goal makes for them in that game.
It was a career high for Christian, 32 points. I know if Christian Luanson is watching, sasabihin niya na naman maganda. Pinaka magandang pangalan.
Oh yeah.
Ang kay Fajarito.
Siyempre naman, Christian eh. Pero I like when Coach Christian says, the former UST Growling Tiger.
Ito hindi Growling Tiger to.
Oo nga.
Former Blazer, former Knight. Christian Fajarito, Lester Reyes, the pride of Agusan, na ngayon in mourning because of the death of one of the most promising players in the country, Christian Fajarito. Gets that one to fall. Automatic. Ito ng si Christian Fajarito.
Tsaka I remember him playing for Binyan, di ba? Before he transferred here to the Voyagers. There really was a big question of, because there were other players that also moved. Warren Bonifacio moved, but the question was, where does he fit in? And then clearly he's the one leading the Voyagers now for previous season and this one.
Well, in terms of fit, I think Pasay won the trade.
Yeah, I know.
I think Pasay won the trade. 17-15. Pasay ahead by 2 here in the first period. Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph.
And Abuyas right now already fielded in. In my opinion, one of the bright spots for the Valenzuela Dark Horse so far early this season.
Gusto ko yung laro ni Abuyas. High energy player.
Tsaka all business no? Kahit na sino yung makaharap niya. Talagang babantayan, pahihirapan. And he's very used to a lot of contact, which speaks highly of, the kind of player that he is. And we got a miss here. Offensive rebounding, iba rin talaga to si Liam Martel. He's just a workhorse. He complements well, with the other players of the Voyagers.
Liam Martel goes to the free throw line. Also paying tribute to Rene Baterbonia on his sneakers there.
Oh yeah. When that news broke out, definitely if you're into basketball, it felt like that Kobe thing once again, no? Helen, this one close to home, no?
And the thing with that is that it's when you think about it, kasi it's very close to home and so relatable, because here's a kid who carries from the province, who carries big dreams, wants to provide for his family, which is everyone pretty much, a professional athlete you know, yun yung unang-unang mission mo, you know, you embark, trabaho ka because you wanna give your family a better future, a better life. So it definitely goes beyond basketball, although a lot of it is about basketball. It definitely goes beyond basketball. And Lester Reyes actually came to us before the game. No, nagkwento siya na yung dating player dito sa MPBL na si Ronald Lamocha, who played for Davao, was part of that. I'm not sure if he was part of the championship team, but he definitely was a part of that second season team ng Davao Occidental Tigers. Check out this play right here. Darren Manliguez with a finish. Kabalog, fouling Manliguez. And going back, Ronald Lamocha was actually the one who helped recruit ito si Rene Baterbonia. Elger is the official outfitter of the MPBL from Agusan. Oh, pare-pareho silang taga-Agusan. So parang yun na nga, no, he is probably going to be on his way to becoming the biggest and the best talent out of that out of Agusan. So yun yung mabigat din para sa kanila. Syempre they are it's a very alam natin malaki yung basketball community, but you can feel that it's very tight-knit kahit gaano pa siya kalaki. Everyone pretty much knows everyone. As we check out this jumper from Rios, who nails it. 21 all here in the first period. 52.3 seconds remaining.
White House steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! Exactly as can even up the game. 9 in the final moments of the game. Can they make magic? White House wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Babalik ang MPBL dito sa Caloocan Sports Complex. 21 all. MannyPay is the digital wallet built for the community. Jello Santiago gets it to Hilario, who hits the jumper.
Isa sa mga paboritong bigs ni Coach Christian yan, si Brian Hilario. And I feel, overall, so far at the start of the season, he's been that mid-range jumper guy that has scored a lot, not compacting the paint, allowing the other guys to be creating off of it. He's just sitting right there in the mid-range, so that if you give him the ball, maybe on the mid-post or even on the elbows, he will try to find options, but if there's none, he is more than willing to take those attempts. Kaya delikado rin pag ito yung in-involve mo sa mga screening game, because the moment that he slips it, he's immediately a threat. Oh, what a shot by Cyril.
Cyril Gonzalez beats the buzzer for Pasay, and the Voyagers finish the first period with a 4-point lead, 25-21. Jay Collado, with a couple of jumpers from the perimeter. And of course, Christian Pajarito also making his mark, coming off his career high performance. And Brian Hilario buries the jumper off the feed from Jello Santiago. One of the highlights of Pasay in that first period. Lamang sila ng 4. Our founder and chairman Manny Pacquiao sending out a message para dun sa mga biktima ng earthquake in Mindanao. We know he is in the United States right now due to a prior commitment. Pero may, he is trying his best to make sure that, yung mga taga Gensan and the rest of Mindanao also feels na kasama siya, nakikiisa siya, and he's ready to help as well those to the victims. And I know yun nga yung nakaka-bilib din kay Boss minsan eh. Siya rin eh. He's also affected by what happened there, pero naisip niya pa rin ibang tao. Di ba? Parang thank you to Boss Merman Flores of Gensan. I think there is a plan for some of our management, our MPBL executives to travel to Gensan and then, see what help they can do there in behalf of the league.
Yeah, and I did see that post of about that message by Boss Manny, and then clearly when you talk about Gensan and the Philippines for that matter, pretty much that authentic love for the country you always feel from Boss Manny, and lalo na doon pa sa lugar niya, no? And then even if to your point na merong mga syempre affected rin na mga lugar doon, properties maybe of their family, he still is trying to look out for the others, yung mga kababayan ika nga dun sa mga apektado sa Gensan. And the very first video that came out of that was yung building that collapsed. And that clearly just gave everyone, a good sense of how big it was. And we were praying for our mga kasama dyan sa Gensan, praying for everybody to be safe and to be, quickly recovering from that earthquake. And right now it's Valenzuela so far, no, doing pretty good against. It was actually a very good play the first quarter. Really good shooting from anywhere on the field. Maybe a little bit of advantage over to Pasay, making almost half of their 3-point shot attempts in that game. But overall, when we talk about the basics of rebounds and assists and turnovers, that was a very well played first quarter between these two teams.
They're actually Valenzuela, they're pretty hard, tough team to crack.
Oo, totoo.
They've shown that throughout the season. Gonzalez, Martel, and Valenzuela player Antonio.
Yeah, battling it out underneath. Well, expected mo naman yan si Liam Martel. Talaga makikipaglabanan yan sa posisyonan sa ilalim, understanding the importance of getting extra possessions. Pero ito nga, medyo nag-lock arm sila ni Antonio at that moment. And this ball will remain with the Voyagers.
Kinal with a baseline jumper.
He's one of the more solid shooters really for the Pasay Voyagers. I remember that game against Quezon City. He had a good stretch. Ganda ng mga makes niya, very crucial in that run of the Voyagers. And his defense though was pretty much on point.
Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
I'm not sure if they're gonna challenge this. Sinisenyas na ni JR Oligario. He felt he got a good tip on that ball, but Coach Instong. So they will proceed with the challenge. I thought he was waving it off.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was no foul.
No foul.
resulting in a
Successful challenge.
Yeah, I thought so too. Parang inside hand dig yun eh. Oh. Halos hindi nga tinamaan si Cyril. Really just a clear fumble. And so jump ball tayo dito at center court.
Violation on Antonio.
Oo. Ball will stay now with the Voyagers. Sayang yung challenge. And at the very least, you know, nasa sitwasyon sila na ano lang to eh, dikit lang tong labanan na to. Maganda tong matchup na to, Darrell Manliguez versus JR Olegario.
Absolutely. Manliguez misses the layup. Olegario, Mamaradlo goes to Obuyes, launches the three. Mamaradlo with the offensive rebound, fouled by Pajarito.
Well, these young guys of Coach Estong definitely, you know, showing a lot of, you know, poise amidst this very athletic guys also from the Voyagers. Mamaradlo quickly getting in there and trying to secure an offensive rebound. JR Olegario now gets the rest. And in comes Shaq Alanes. More scorers para dito kay Coach Estong.
Collado from way out. Jay Collado.
Ibang klase rin ang range nito ni Jay, ano?
Ibang klase rin. Naalala ko nga yung nung gwardya pa to eh. Jay Collado, yes.
When you say
He was a guard when I first saw him play in the PBL.
Wow!
In the PBL. Playing for Big Chill.
Kaya pala sa taas, halos magandang facilitator din.
Wala,
oo.
No, he was a big guard. He plays the 2 or the 3. And always had good hands. Always had really tight handles. Ang galing.
Tsaka I've always thought of him as, you know,
He's a heady player.
Oh yeah, very fundamentally sound. But I mean, even in that situation, the last one, he got that ball up there, but he never put the ball on the floor. He was trying to survey who's the free guy before he even decides to make any dribble. Ito yung one dribble lang. Alam niya meron na siyang space and definitely had to take it.
3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Maganda ng arc sa tira, no? I remember in that game against Quezon City, sabi niya ito raw yung pinaka-fit na katawan niya.
And Jay Collado, 20 points against Cebu, 8 of 17 shooting. Yes.
Oh my.
Jay Collado.
This guy's magnificent.
Alam mo, itong season na to there is just something about this season, about the players that we have here in the MPBL, those who seem to be rejuvenated and those who taken a leap in their game. Kasi parang mas maraming naging ganon kaysa mga players or veterano na bumaba yung laro.
Oo, totoo.
Kasi it's usually the past few seasons I've seen it the other way around. No, you know, some of the veterans in the league actually fading. But now parang may resistance on the youth, the change in the age bracket dito sa liga natin. Nash Enriquez halfway in pero ayaw pumasok ang tres.
Parang no, season ng changing of the guards no?
Yeah, but may mga ayaw.
Ayaw nga, tama.
Yeah, foul on Kinyal, clearly.
And we're not just speaking of Jay Collado and how he performs, even the other guys. Every time we see this go under.
Let's say, well, that's a foul.
Yes, go po.
Yes, go. Billy Robles.
Billy Robles, exactly. Diba, yung talagang step up na, teka muna, dito pa kami, medyo, you know, we can still compete with you guys.
Tell me there was a foul.
No?
No, because they're challenging it.
Oh, yeah.
We will be right back.
may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basket.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful. Foul on Nico Kinan.
So indeed, it is a foul on Nico Quinal.
Inabot yung kamay, yung kaliwa. Kahit ng bahagya, tumama pa rin yun. But Shaq Alanis though, can you consider Shaq Alanis one of those guys who's resisting that change?
Parang hindi kasi nandun pa siya sa mid. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Shaq Alanis, so far this season, he's averaged 15 points per game, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. He gets a lot of floor time at close to 27 minutes. And so, nakikita mo talagang isa rin sa, Nico Quinal just went down hard against Lester Reyes. Sinusubukan nila mag-initiate ng weak side screen action the other end. Ito yun, nagra-run sila ng Spain. And alam na ni Lester Reyes na papalabas si Nico Quinal. And I don't think he liked how, he got that back screen completely. Hindi rin niya nakita na nandun si Quinal. That's gonna be unspoken on Lester Reyes. So this will be free throws and possession, no? Para dito sa Voyagers.
37-31.
First is good for Nico. He's gonna get one more.
Two for two. Ball possession as well for Pasay halfway through this second quarter.
Nico's good for about 13 minutes per game at roughly about close to 7 points. Nice speed.
Munmun push shot, got it.
Hirap na tira nun. Push shot about 18 feet out for Munmun.
Mamaradlo gets some space. He banks it in.
Ganda rin ang mga sets nitong Valenzuela Dark Horse. That's the 4th point of Mamaradlo. Keeping everything very simple. If you can't run it through Jay Collado, we're gonna run some action and have another guy feed off of it. Talagang kanina pa silang refuse to get screen. Itong Dark Horse.
Pajarito. Ibang klase nilalaro ni Christian Pajarito.
10 points na yan si Pajarito.
Shaq Alanis comes right back. Boyes.
Good decision. Pull back. Wala tayong numbers. Check muna natin what we have.
Alanis,
Oh my
wow, what a
goodness.
pass.
Nice pass. Pero mahirap kay Jay Collado. Hindi mo alam kung i-slip o hindi mo alam kung dadive, no? On a short roll. And either way, he's a threat. So you have to be mindful. Ang ano lang doon is confusing. Saan ba siya pupunta?
6-point lead for Valenzuela. 11 points para kay Jay Collado. King Gortiza with a 3-pointer over Shaq Alanis.
Yeah, first field goal make so far for King Gortiza in this game, knocking down that arc 3 left side of the floor.
Play of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. What an angle.
Oh yeah.
On the pass, galing kay Shaq Alanis. Collado with a finish, and we have a timeout. Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph.
Still balance scoring pa rin. Oh my, yun yung sinasabi ko.
Bakit yun nilag...
Kasi hindi ako naka-square pants. Is that it? Direct Freddy, thank you.
Naisahan niyo ako doon
Like kanina, ano yun deception yun Kunyari kinakausap ka pero ganun ba yun?
Ganun pala yun.
Ganun pala yun. Ang hirap palang tumayo na matagal dyan.
Collado drives. No good on the push shot. Gortiza.
Good pull-up.
No. And
Ganda
di pa
ng
naman
effort.
ako mahilig mag-post.
Ng sapatos?
Oo.
Talaga? Yan ba yung mga tinatawag na...
Naiiya ako pag may ganun
Pero question, seryoso. Yung ba yung tinatawag ng mga Travis Scott na yan ba yun? Baliktad yung push? Okay. Oh my God.
At least alam mo na. Now you know.
Now I know. I learned from you guys. I should get more updates from Ken though, like you said. Diba?
Yes. Sa mga love team, doon ka kay Ken. Mga love teaman,
Oh my God.
Mamarado's playing well.
Yeah, he is.
6 points to go with the 3 rebounds. Actually, Valenzuela as a team collectively, playing extremely well against this really tough Pasay team na nasa taas na sa kanila kasi sa kanila in the North Division. 57% shooting para dito sa Valenzuela in the game.
And I think it's because of yung simplicity ng mga actions nila, no? Not very loud in terms of their activity. Really just trying to find the very first advantage that they can get. Meantime, this downhill is one of those. You get Steve Nash Enriquez behind your back. You try and chase. Mamarado Obuyas left side of the floor downhill. That's tough. Ito na yung player screen.
May ano pa dito may siningit pa na tanong sa akin
Ano daw?
Siningit pa
Phone in ba yan?
Sa akin lang. Sa totoo lang, hindi naman ako talaga yung makakasagot niyan. Alam mo ba yun? Nakita ko sa mukha ni ko. Okay. This is crazy. Okay.
Okay.
Nakita ko sa mukha mo, yung hindi mo hindi mo alam kung ano yun.
What is a golden goose? That's my question.
A golden goose is a brand, medyo luxury na sneaker.
Yan ba yun?
Hindi.
Hindi.
Dito.
So how much is it?
Si Mika Abisamis ang nakakaalam niyan.
Ganun ba yun?
Oo, siya yung nakakaalam sa presyo niyan.
So it means meron siya?
Marami siya.
Okay.
Hindi, joke lang. Ayaw nga kino-contest
I don't even know what mapapa-google pa ako nito mamaya.
Di bubuksan ko na.
Sige. Educate me, ha? That's a foul. Sige nga. Yan pala yun. Yung sapatos na parang luma tingnan pero mahal. Yun yung description ko, ha?
Yan. Tama.
Yun lang ang
Ang galing mo.
Para sa isang mangmang sa mga ganyan. Actually, nakikita ko lang yan. Pero hindi ko alam yung pala tawag dyan, Golden Goose. Okay.
Let's just say na marami-raming upo ang kailangan mo bago mo mabili.
Tapos kailangan yung biyahe mo papunta sa venue libre para maiipan mo talaga.
Para makakatipid ka.
Makaka-cover, okay.
Kung MoneyPay is the digital wallet built for the community. Kung may libreng EV charger sa SM, ano mo na? Sagalin mo na para tipid ka.
Okay. So ibig sabihin, kung may libreng EV charger dyan sa SM, nagpa-charge ka ngayon?
Konti. Nagpa-charge ako. 38%. Humingi ako 38%. Cortiza, look at him go. Mintis nga lang yung layup. 8-point game. Alanes, masyado lang malalim. Sayang.
I thought he extended his right arm. gotten a call. Ito yung mga drive na ni Jay Collado. How do you guard him now? He hit a couple of threes. He's rolled, got that ball and made the basket. That time around, siya naman na nag-create ng
I
sitwasyon.
really like this version of Jay Collado. 13 points now.
Yeah. Tsaka very efficient, no? He is, playing in the, sabi nga niya, best conditioned body niya in quite a long time.
Parks. Ortiza, Gail shoots the three. And Reyes completes the stop with a defensive rebound. Nash breaks up the fast break. That was David Valenzuela.
Yeah, alam na kasi ni Steve Nash, nakita niya si Obuyes na headed downhill na, transition. Really just got into the passing lanes. A lot of time for this offense for Valenzuela. They got 20.
Amaradlo drives. Unable to make the layup. Pasay can go for a 2-for-1 here. Nash with a runner. He misses as well from point blank range. Enriquez still without a field goal. Shaq Alanes on the other end with 12 points and 4 assists.
Shaq Alanes got 3 field goals already. The rest of his points really have come from the line. But ako impressed with the numerous paint touches that Valenzuela Dark Horse has actually gotten this quarter. They are up 12 right now. And they are beating itong Pasay Voyagers on some of their weak side actions. It's not the first action that they attack on. It's really the off ball. Great shot for Steve Nash Enriquez to try and beat the halftime buzzer.
And the Dark Horse, impressive in the first half. Particularly this guy, 15 points, Jay Collado on 6 of 9 shooting to go with the 4 rebounds. And backing him up was Shaq Alanes and Obuyes, who also had 9 points. And Valenzuela with a 12-point lead at halftime against Pasay.
White House steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! That way is going to even up the game. 9 in the final moments of the game. Can they make magic? White House wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao.
Back at the Caloocan Sports Complex for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abesamis, and right now I am joined by Coach Oliver San Pedro of the Valenzuela Dark Horse. Magandang hapon, Coach Oliver. Ang ganda ng simula nyo dito, no? Against a contender in Pasay. Talagang mukhang pinaghandaan nyo. Si Jay Collado meron ng double digits dito pa lang sa first half. Kumusta kayo, Coach? Parang tumitibay lalo ang samahan ng Valenzuela.
Yes, of course. First of all, batiin ko lang lahat ng manonood natin and condolence sa family ni Rene and Adeli. Alright, so regarding your question, maganda yung samahan ng team kasi talagang yung mga veterans namin, lalo na si Jay, talagang kinakausap niya bawat isa sa amin, including the coaches. Pag meron kaming huddle, siya lagi ang nauuna talaga. So, he always make sure na nakafocus kami sa practice, kung ano yung dapat namin gawin, kung ano yung game plan namin. We stick together.
Kumbaga, nagiging leader talaga si Kuya Jay sa mga bata. Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan, Coach?
Yeah, we would like to thank, I would like to thank Auxiliary Super Club, Artemis Printing Services, especially to Boss Carlo, Iron Brake Philippines, Anytime Fitness, Fatima Valenzuela, and Edsa Munoz, Accelerated Wellness and Pain Clinic, Boss Johari, of course, Desire, Boss Paul Rohanson, and of course our official venue ng practice namin, ang Corner Hoops Caloocan.
Right. Maraming salamat once again, Coach Oliver San Pedro of the Valenzuela Dark Horse. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayay di matatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo. Iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin. Sa droga ay huwag maalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang pakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo. Iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin. Sa droga ay huwag maalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao.
White House step. And they make magic. White House wins the game.
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Halftime dito sa Caloocan Sports Complex. Valenzuela, surprisingly, with a 12-point lead against Pasay. And, you know, medyo nabigla tayo considering the record of Pasay. They are actually better than Valenzuela na nasa baba nila in that North Division. And different story though in that first half as Valenzuela shot the lights out, 57%. One guy in particular who is really just on a mission was Jay Collado. Whether it was inside or outside, Jay Collado was connecting.
Yeah, and he was a huge part of that first half run. Actually, pag tinignan mo yung stats, ano, offensive rebounding, second chance opportunity is a huge part of that. Even the inside points, varying the ways of these scores on a roll, on a put the ball on the floor attack, and the fast break transition. That's where really itong Valenzuela Dark Horse has made the most out of trying to get initial runs and to see if they score from there.
Jay Collado, 15 points. Shaq Alan is backing him up with 12 points. Ubuyes with 9. Sa kabila naman, Pajarito has 10. Munmun with 8. Hilario with 4. And Gortiza with 4. Nowhere to be found again is he does have 5 assists and 0 turnovers, pero Nash Enriquez still 0 for 5 and a -9 so far.
And the last game, he only had what, parang 4 points lang si Steve Nash Enriquez. Then in the games where they performed really well, they needed the scoring of Steve Nash Enriquez. So it's this guy right here, Cyril, really trying to bring some energy on the offensive side para dito sa Voyagers. And once again, they go back to that very attached defense on ball and even on the weak side. They're down on the floor. Jello is down.
Oh, and Alanes buries the three as well. Santiago holding on to his thigh.
And that right thigh, I think, habang he was trying to chase against Shaq Alanes, who was lifting, trying to get the open spot from the top on that three. See this right here. Habol. Oh, tumama siya doon sa kanang tuhod ni Lester Reyes as he was trying to give a chase for Shaq Alanes. Shaq Alanes so far in this game, he's got 15 points. Hit that three. That's the very first make from the outside for Shaq Alanes. A couple of his points have really come inside the paint. More of transition baskets and quick layups.
That's right. 56-43 is the count.
But this offense is a little bit slow to develop for the Voyagers. Very unlike them.
Gonzalez, no. Fight for the rebound. It ends up with Alanes. Collado.
Oh my.
What a finish, Jay Collado.
Yado's done everything in this game. Scoring half-court sets, scoring on slips. This time, showing us his tough in transition. Another missed shot for the Voyagers. Look who's pitching it ahead.
Oh, big block. Galing kay Lian Martel.
Oh,
Amaradlo. 15 points ang lamang ng Valenzuela. Olegario gives it up to Collado. Alanes wants that ball, pero Collado takes the three. Pajarito with a rebound. Christian goes to Gonzalez. Had to adjust. Trying to go high off the glass. Maniguez loses the handle. The loose ball dive from Shaq Alanes.
I thought early on may tira na si Cyril doon. He still put the ball on the floor. Medyo short yung close out kanina.
Last break of the game brought to you by Sportsman, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
And you have to let the ball move quickly. Hindi na nagstay sa kamay pa ni JR Olegario. Saw that running big man in Jay Collado and immediately had to feed him off that run. This is a 15-point game in favor of Valenzuela. Huge second quarter where they scored 32 versus the 16 of the Voyagers. Huge run in the second for Valenzuela. Nahuli doon si Mamaralo. Sinubukan habulin si Cyril. Pero hindi na kayang abutin. And that quick stop just forced him into the cylinder of Cyril. And Cyril now will go to the line.
Cyril Gonzalez at the free throw line. And came alive pretty late in the last game.
He's got 4 points and lahat ng puntos niya nanggaling sa dribble penetration inside the paint. He's not hit anything from the outside. He took one mid-range jumper but didn't make it.
58-44. That's Lordy Casajeros na pinirmahan nitong Valenzuela. They acquired him, so
that's a good one.
well, hopefully he has a better performance than the last time he was here.
And I'm sure that's
If you remember, parang isang game lang yata siya last season.
yeah, correct. Shaq Alanis has been very active offensively. Hit a 3 earlier, and now he's on the line. The question really was, outside of Shaq Alanis, where else would the other scoring be coming from? And yun nga, laking bagay nito nila Mamaradlo, sila Ubuyes, no? So the other guys that helped out. And definitely, Jay Collado rin yung production niya. Nice action.
Nagawan sa bola. Makakuha ng Valenzuela. Alanes. Collado drives.
Grabe.
Oh! Jay Collado. 19 points para kay Jay Collado. Had 20 in the last game. Mandiguez does not get the roll.
Ang surprising dyan is yung yung atake pababa, no? Shot fake ng big man.
But I tell you, this is not
You're not surprised.
new. It's not new to me. Because I've seen this version of Jay Collado. Naano kasi tayo dito, nasanay tayo, back to the basket, Jay Collado, trying to carve space.
O delay big sa taas, hanap ng open man, pero this is really one of the best ones I've seen personally from Jay Collado.
Ang hirap ng bantayan as well kasi kahit he has size and heft. Kaya niyang kontrolin yung katawan niya. There's a shot clock violation. Oh boy, ang lamig dito.
O nga, binuksan yung fan.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna take out my hoodie.
To go with the
later.
aircon.
Yeah. Buti na lang maganda yung kumaga warmth nung iyong Jordan Travis Scott.
Wow.
At sa akin ay medyo nararamdaman ko sa aking mga binti.
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Alam mo, itong mga ganyan, coach. Ito yung ito yung tinatago mo na sapatos. Tapos pag nakita na sa'yo, tatanungin ka, oh, bago yan ah. Hindi, matagal na to.
Oo, mga ganun din
Hindi
yan.
ko na inaano, hindi ko lang ginagamit. Matagal na to. Hindi ko na, in-order ko matagal na.
Mga linya ang style eh. Mga style yun eh. Kunyari
Hindi ka naman nagsisinungaling.
Tama
Kasi matagal naman na talaga.
Hindi mo lang ginagamit.
Hindi mo lang
Eh bakit mo
ginagamit.
naman binili kung hindi mo masyadong ginagamit?
Kaya
Yun
nga,
ang-
siyempre,
Ayaw magasgasan.
saving it for the rainy days. Parito is fouled by Alanes.
Alanis was trying to get a hand in the inside dig nga. Natawagan siya ng foul doon. Kasi ako lahat ng sapatos ko, ginagamit ko yan eh. Kasi,
Ako rin.
and considering yung lamig ngayon, today would have been the best time to wear those wet pants, no?
Not the sweatpants, but come on. Come on now. Come on now.
Did you even for once wear that? No, never.
Not that comfy. Not that
Talaga.
comfy as yours.
I was
Yung sa'yo, ano to yun eh? Malapad yun eh.
I don't wanna talk fashion trend, pero sa totoo, I never wore those skinny. I didn't even know what skinny jean was. Alam ko lang yung baston eh. Back then. And then you came across this really comfortable jeans. I loved using Levi's back when I was in college. Diba? Pero yung lumabas na mga bagong pantalon nung ngayon, oh my goodness. Napaka-komportable naman talaga.
Siyempre. That's Alanes, who is whistled for the offensive foul.
Yeah. It's two quick ones for Shaq.
And the problem here is that my concern here actually is more of Pasay.
Oh.
I don't think they have really established a rhythm in this ball game.
I don't think they have to. So look at the shot attempts. It's parang mas kukonting in third.
Gortiza airballs the three. Ubuyes with the rebound. Bigay kay Rios. Rios picks up his dribble. Labas kay Olegario. Ubuyes wants it against Nash. Ubuyes pinilit. And the rebound ends up with Gortiza. Enriquez for 3. No.
Nice, really
Still.
struggling.
And Nash 0 for 6 in this ball game.
That's his 4th miss from the outside. From 3.
Olegario. Dire-diretso. Alane with a rebound. Unable to convert. Hilario. Nag-cut si Nico Quinal.
Good cut by Nico. And a quick decision na hindi na ibaba yung bola. Wanted to beat the defense. And nasa likod niya kasi si Ubuyes. He is also quick to recover defensively. Boy, just need a stop here.
Rios crossover. Leaves it. Alano. Misses from point blank range.
Skip.
Enriquez. Nakawala. Drop pass. Quinal for 2.
Good find. Good feed by Steve Nash Enriquez, and Quinal right now with 4 quick ones. One on his own, one on a cut, and the other one of that feed.
Alano gets in position and scores.
Alano is beating the other big men of the Voyagers, namely Hilario and Liam Martel. He got left right there. Liam Martel had to peel off, be the low man tag on that drive by Ubuyes, leaving on the other side. Samantalang beautiful pass right here by Steve Nash Enriquez as Quinal really continues to move off ball, kaya nahahanapan siya ng pagkakataon makascore. Can't really get into their transition itong Voyagers. They have been forced into these half-court sets where it's been, I don't think they've beaten convincingly yung defender na nasa harap nila. No? Speaking of the Dark Horse, they've done a good job of staying right in front of every Voyager trying to go inside the paint. And what's even more concerning for the Voyagers, they have not hit a shot outside here in the third. Everything's been inside the paint. Again, another missed shot down on the perimeter.
Quinaldo, well-timed on that shot fake. Kaya kahit maliit siya, nakashoot siya. 10 puntos na. Nico Quinal, everything inside the paint for him so far. Pressure here. Gortiza with the steal, and Nash Enriquez gets that one to drop.
That might just be the first point of turnovers that they forced here in the third quarter. Made them commit a mistake, double from behind, picked it up, and had Steve Nash Enriquez finish.
Play of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Felt like this game was slipping away from Pasay, but the Voyagers showing some intensity on the defensive end. Nababa nila sa 11 ang lamang ng Valenzuela.
Kapag may nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball lang. Ang bawat laway di naghahandaan, kaya yung mayaring magpatay. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang pupunan.
Back at the Caloocan Sports Complex, finally that shot. Congratulations to Steve Nash Enriquez, graduated BSBA Marketing Management in NU. Obviously a milestone, a step to the real world, but it hasn't been all milestones for him. He has been having doubts lately about his game, his skills. He said he has just experienced going against 3 of the best guards of the league, Hesed Gabor, Ryan Costello, and Chris Bitoon. Sabi niya, una yung condition nila for their age, yung skills nila, decision making. Tinanong ko nga si Coach M, Coach, what do I need to do to improve? Sabi daw ni Coach M sa kanya, decision making, lalo sa dulo. Yung mga malalayong shots na hindi naman kailangan itira agad dun sa mga minuto, no? How to utilize your personnel, defense na edge ng mga veteran guards. And Steve said, okay, Coach, on it. Si Delph, Coach Mike.
Thank you so much, Mika, for that report. Congratulations to Steve Nash Enriquez, getting a degree. Gandang milestone,
yes.
and able to use that basketball scholarship to, earn that degree. And, bilib din ako dito kay Nash because he's, even with his young, even in his young age, he's been helping out and contributing dito sa, pamilya niya financially. Entrepreneur na rin to.
Yeah.
So si Nash. And a lot, while his game, has been struggling a bit. I feel like he's, his life in general, Manny pays the dues, the wallet good for the community. He's got a lot of things going great in his life. So, I'm happy for him. Isa pa yun. And, but, of course, being the competitor that he is, syempre, hindi kompleto yun. Basta gusto niya on the court, he is also, achieving success.
No, there's actually a lot you can take out of that report by Mika. Well, first, we were talking about an IT guy who's playing. I said that we needed a marketing guy. Then he just grabbed it.
Okay.
Okay. No, but staying with that.
Can I report you to HR? I will report you to HR.
Okay. But, seriously, the way that he had that discussion and that consultation with Coach and really shows that he also, does not forget the basketball part of his career. And maganda nga yun, nakakalaban niya yung mga top tier na mga guards, to see where he is.
Yeah, Nico Quinal is making an impact here. King Cortiza gets that one to fall.
It's actually a good run by Pasay here in the third.
Alano able to recover the loose ball. Finds Obuyes. Hindi pumasok ang tres. Enriquez, he's got Hilario running with him. But Hilario gave it up at the final moment and it ends up as a turnover.
Feeling ko napaaga yung take-off niya ni Brian. He was maybe thinking na magko-commit kagad yung depensa. That was that good steal. Quick pass though. Over to King Cortiza. Nico Quinal's been excellent here in the third.
Yung pala yun. Legit pala talaga yung pag-graduate ni Nash. QR Sportsplus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play. Visit www.sportsplus.ph. Naalala ko, nag-post siya. May banner siya. May tarp siya sa bahay nila.
Yung nakita ko yun.
Yung Westin Panala.
Oh, yeah. But I did also see yung parang clothing line niya, no? Yung clothing line.
Nandun nga rin. Hilario thought about it. Pangga kay Jay Collado. Hilario picks it up. Quinal adds to his tally. 12 puntos na para kay Nico Quinal.
And 8 of them, I think, coming here in the third. Only because he moves without the ball. That's why his teammates are finding him.
Alanes, they go to Collado. Fadeaway is good.
Lahat na yata ng klaseng pwesto na pwedeng iskoran nagawa na ni Jay Collado in this game. He slips, gets a 3. He sees a closeout. He drives. This time, little cross-screen action down on that weak side post. Almost mid-post na nga yun. Pero that quick thinking to catch that ball with the basket behind his back and then spin and get that right angle and timing and arc for that shot. Just excellent basketball being shown here overall by Jay Collado.
And the foul is Enriquez.
Steve Nash doesn't think that there should have been a foul called on him. So, ganda rin ang usap nila ni Coach Marlon. And Coach Marlon naman really telling him straight up kung ano yung mga kailangan niyang improve. And those shots from the outside of Steve Nash Enriquez, especially in late game, did at some point impact the result of the game for the Voyagers. And being the young guy that he is in this league, he is definitely gonna learn from it. And not just here, even for his moving forward playing career.
Enriquez. Masyado malakas. Gortiza has the
Good.
fire. That won't go, but at least itong Pasay Voyagers able to outscore itong Valenzuela in the third quarter. 69-60 matatapos tayo. 19-16 though in the quarter where Jay Collado continued his hot shooting. Already has 21 points. Sa kabilang panig naman, Nico Quiñal making his presence felt for Pasay. Quiñal with 12 on 5 of 6 shooting. 69-60. Valenzuela lamang as we head into the fourth.
Back into the game. And what a steal. That way of winning without the game. Each time in the final moments of the game, and they make magic. White Lounge wins the game.
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Babalik ang MPBL dito sa Caloocan Sports Complex. Bola ng Valenzuela to start the fourth. Here's Lester Reyes. Ubuyes for 3. It's good. It's a big shot for Jello Ubuyes.
Tsaka grabe ang kumpiyansa talaga ni Ubuyes. In my opinion, they started in that Quezon City game where you really picked it up. King Gortiza trying to quickly take it back.
Quarter scoring, as we mentioned, 19-16 in the third. And Valenzuela 32-16 in the second. Yan talaga yung big difference dito. Let's go to Mika.
Coach Estong Ballesteros, the legend that he is, likes exactly this. Finally getting the rhythm against a contender like Pasay. We have seen him trying to establish this since the start of the season. Had close games against some strong contenders, but only today did they have a consistent strong start. Jay Collado, another guy used to winning. They want this today. Instead of Coach Mike.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mika. King Gortiza, though, has other plans in mind for Pasay. He attacks middle here. Little Hesse move. Bump on Alanes and he kisses it off the glass.
Yeah, I think it's high time that King Gortiza actually attacks the defense of Shaq Alanes.
And it's also high time for Coach Estong and Valenzuela to find their rhythm this season.
Yes, that's right. Kaya gusto nila yung mga ganitong laro, no? Yung mga mid to top tier teams na masusubukan sila. And so far, they're up 8.
And that feeling that, you know, they have a chance.
Yes. Na hindi lang nandun para to show up, ano? But really to compete against these guys.
Alanes to Ubuyes. Nakatalikod si Jello Santiago. What a pass from Shaq Alanes.
A couple of deadly lefties for the Valenzuela Dark Horse.
That is 7 assists for Shaq Alanes and Jello Ubuyes has 14 points. A chance to make it 15 and extend this lead to 11.
Ang klase rin naging kumpiyansa nito ni Jello Ubuyes. Ako, in that instance, I like that Shaq Alanes actually didn't put the ball on the floor and just gave it up for a guy that was ahead of him.
Gortiza.
Nice player.
Quiñal for 3. No. Lester Reyes. The ball was on the line.
See how they defend this. There you go. Medyo matagal rin nawala to si Christian Fajarito dito sa game na to. And quickly, you know, they make the most out of it.
extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Up 8 still. Oh my, Jello Buyes.
And Olegario though is there. 4 points para kay JR Olegario. Love his role here. JR Olegario, he is not taking a lot of shots, but he is making sure that this Valenzuela offense is organized. And those are two things
Na hindi mo masyadong
na hindi ko pwedeng ipagtabi.
Oo, silang dalawa.
Olegario yung pag-usapan natin because but nonetheless, I'm just happy to see JR getting this much floor burn.
Yeah.
I am so happy.
Kasi si JR Olegario, for the most part, energy guy na full speed ahead kaagad. No? This was that beautiful spin, baseline drop step for Fajarito, getting that and one.
Monmon de la Cruz is teed up. Jay Collado, even the free throws are going in para kay Jay Collado.
Solid yung nilalaro.
22 points para kay Jay Collado. And Valenzuela has done a great job weathering the storm here. No? Dumikit na dito yung Pasay. No? Right at the end of the third quarter, may momentum na nga eh. But here they are. The dark horse still up by 11. Cyril. Lester Reyes ang nakabantay. Turnover, Pasay.
Had the right idea. Still jump stop around the elbow area pero masyadong malalim yung pagkakadrift sa corner ni Steve Nash Enriquez. Miscommunication ang pagkakataon na yun.
Good catch by Lester Reyes. Olegario gets it back, and what a finish from JR Olegario. Like every basket, it seems to be heavier and heavier para dito sa Pasay. Pabigat na pabigat, coach eh.
Oo. Oh, one-on-one na naman to sa poste. He's had, what, 4 points from that spot.
Gonzalez for 3. Obuyes with a rebound. Quickly to Alanes.
Slow down ulit. And this is where they've been good at, in my opinion. No? Yung merong poise ba in their half-court set. Di nagmamadali, very deliberate. Oh, no.
Collado. Yes!
Oh, my. Kita mo na yung slip eh, no? He was setting up for that split and that slip. And he knew that right angle and he loved where he was going.
3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme. Ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Oh, best condition of his life. Higa nga ni Jay Collado this season.
25 points for Jay Collado. 16-point lead for Valenzuela. 6 minutes remain.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, ang bawat labay di naghahanap. Kaya yung mayanigang pagbatay, todo suporta ang lahat.
Last break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. JR Olegario able to finish the break.
Kontrolado si JR Olegario in this game so far. More importantly, para dito sa Voyagers, you gotta score in bunches. Your time's not on your side. There's been a successive run by Valenzuela. And so far, they have not really made shots from the outside. Again, another miss.
Recovered by Fajarito. Against Collado. What's the call? Foul on Jay Collado.
Well, overall field goal shooting is just, really good for Valenzuela. They are shooting 52%. Maganda rin naman yung conversion nitong Voyagers at 46%. But man, that 52% is quite a number para dito sa Valenzuela.
They go to Farito again. Labas kay Santiago. Blocking foul on Ubuyes.
Alam na ni Ubuyes na papuntang kanan yung move na yun ni Jelo Santiago. But unfortunately, he still got beat to that spot. Tinamaan niya. Napapiti ang ating officials underneath. Mahirap dito maniwalaan yung 6 points pa lang itong Pasay here in the fourth. Almost half the quarter gone by.
Fajarito goes up and puts it in. 14 points for Fajarito.
Finally, some pressure here for the Voyagers.
Reyes. Nasalunan ni Alanes pero naagaw pa ni Gortiza.
Nice pass.
Drops it off to Munmun. Nabitawan ang bola.
Nadula sa kamay ni Munmun yun. Alam mo, hindi sync yung attempt niya dun sa trajectory ng bola. Clearly nabitawan. That was a good pass though by Gurtiza.
So they will challenge the call. He will be right back.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao.
The review for the challenge was inconclusive and it has been nullified. The call stands. Foul on Jello Ubuyes is third.
Inconclusive.
I thought he hit his arm. That's how it looked from that video.
Can't believe that was inconclusive.
But nonetheless, Munmun is on the line.
And he missed the first.
Yeah. Time definitely not the side of the Voyagers. Got a quick, oh my, another missed free throw.
Getting desperate here. Pasay. Nahabol na sila eh.
Yeah.
Yun yung problema din minsan pag naunahan ka and you're trying to come back.
Right.
But clearly, the confidence and the rhythm already established by Valenzuela. Sayang yung layup ni Ubuyes. Santiago has it. Munmun goes to his left and trims the gap to 12.
Down 12. this is still very doable if you're the Voyagers. Still got a lot of time.
12 puntos na rin si Munmon de la Cruz. Manny Pay is the digital wallet built for the community.
And you're gonna need maybe a scoring explosion from either Kinal or Pajarito, maybe even from Jello Santiago. And they've really been testing yung downhill na depensa nitong Pasay Voyagers kasi every time that they see an open spot, lalo na open post situation, naatakihin nila eh. Nakita nilang open yung sa baba. And anticipated na rin nila kung saan lang gagaling yung mga help.
Shaq Alanes at the free throw line. Free throws brought to you by Extreme. Ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
77% free throw shooter si Shaq in the 11 games that he's played. Oh, I missed it.
83-70. 13 ang lamang ng Valenzuela. Under 4 minutes remaining. Nearly a turnover. Santiago. Crossover against Ubuyes.
I'll give it up.
And Cortisa sidestep. Rattles that one in. 11 points for King.
Down 11. Itong pressure na to, it has to be very quick. They get a turnover here. That's a push.
And Pasay not yet in penalty. So that's the foul. Their last foul before they get into the penalty.
I'm actually very impressed at the control, and poise of Valenzuela dito sa larong ito, no? Many times sumukang bumalik nitong Pasay, pero that's a travel definitely. He moved both his feet as he was inbound. Hindi mo pwedeng galawin yung paa mo nag-inbound ka. Now you're down 11. If you do good here, it'll be single-digit deficit. I'll score quick.
Kinal fires the three off the mark. Munmon with the rebound, gets it to Kinal, and Collado secures the board. Back the other way, Valenzuela. Hindi kailangan magmadali.
Again, kitang-kita yung poise at pasensya itong Valenzuela Dark Horse. Ooh, almost a turnover, and it did result in a turnover. Hindi makapaniwala si Jay Collado. Tumigil kasi sa backdoor si si JR Oligario. Course then the turnover.
(83-72). Under 3 minutes remaining, Valenzuela still with a double-digit lead.
Sumasaya kapag may laway nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang pagbahan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang pupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay
11-point lead for Valenzuela. Pasay, nasa kanila yung bola. Kinal goes to Pajarito. Turnaround shot. And Mamaradlo secures the rebound.
The quality of shots nitong Pasay Voyagers lately have not been so good. Either off balance, defended, minamadali. Evidenced by that shot of Pajarito. Earlier it was Monmon de la Cruz, and you also saw that quick floater by Nico Kinal.
Maradlo can't hit. Shot clock violation.
Minutes pagkakataon ulit para sa Pasay Voyagers. Pero so far yung mga recent possessions nila, they've come up empty. This is, I think, their third opportunity to try and bring this down to single-digit deficit.
Gonzalez is back on the floor.
There you go.
Cyril for 3.
Yeah.
Yes! It's down to 8. Last 2 minutes is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
Yeah, one more stop. Make a quick basket.
5 seconds. Violation.
Oh my.
Anything's possible here if you're Pasay.
Sigurado ako hindi nagugustuhan ni Coach Istong yung mga huling violation, a traveling violation on the inbound, then a 5-second violation down there. After you allow a quick 3 from Cyril, they make another one here.
Okay, a Valenzuela win will put them level with Quezon City on wins and Pasig City on wins with 6. A Pasay loss would even them with Ilagan.
Yeah.
Kinal gets it to Monmon for 2. 6 na lang.
Well, down to 6. 2-possession game. Ang haba pa nito.
Olegario gets it to Reyes, who loses the handle. Valenzuela are struggling as they try to close this one out. And Munmon de la Cruz right here doing some damage inside. He's got 12 in the ball game and 8 rebounds as well. Time out muna tayo.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basket.
Up next is a big game.
Oh, yeah.
A titanic matchup. San Juan against Caloocan in the north. Aldrich Ramos, who sparkled in that win against Abra, will be tested again. Ortiza misses the 3. Collado with a rebound. That is Jay Collado's 8th rebound of the ball game. Obuyes fouled by Kinal, and he got
penalty.
2 free throws. Obuyes with 14 points.
Boy, King Ortiza took that shot. Before that, he was 1 out of 3 from there. And most probably, ang naging instructions ni Coach Marlon dun is you take the very first 3 that's available, which in that instance happens to be King Ortiza. King Ortiza so far for the season is just a 13% three-point shooter. So that might have been a shot that Valenzuela naman is willing to give up. That 3-point attempt by King Ortiza. A matter of execution dito. Alam na to, 8 pa rin.
Yeah, 2 for 2.
Yeah. Gotta get it out quick.
Gonzalez
That's the shot.
gets that one to drop. 64 seconds remaining. 11 points para kay Cyril Gonzalez. Alanes looking for a teammate. Collado ang nagpakita. Almost a steal.
Wow. I'm amazed how Valenzuela had the other side of the floor completely free. No one even dared to cross the other side. There was no Pasay Voyager on the other end. That could have been a quick throw off transition. It's big.
Gonzalez. Hilario. Strip. Olegario leaking out. Quinal giving chase. Olegario wisely pulls back. Waits for Alanes. 5-point game. Ubuyes. Nasa kanya yung bola. Binabatean ni Gortiza. 10 seconds. They put the ball in the hands of Alanes. Alanes drives. Last touch ng Voyagers. 3 seconds in their shot clock. 26 in the ball game. And Valenzuela has requested for a timeout. Trying to come up with a play here with 3 seconds sa kanilang shot clock.
Clearly that pass, good deflect by Pajarito. But meantime, Valenzuela's got to get that ball inbound. And then if you're the Voyagers naman, if you're going to swing it the other side, take the very first three that's available.
Spread out. Say, pag nakuha mo, spread out. Ngayon, Simon ito, ICU Simon to ha. Okay? Pag meron pare ha, hit natin. Coach! Coach! Bakit ka sinikin ha? Sa kulyador. 6 seconds.
3 seconds to get the ball inbound. And then maybe get a deflection para sa Voyagers.
Yeah, 85-80.
This instance is, you know, if ever Pasay Voyagers do get this possession, I'd go for a quick three.
Ubuyes, fade away. No. Gonzalez. Dire-derecho. 3-point game. 17 seconds remaining. No timeout, Valenzuela. 13 points for Silent Gonzalez. This was a 17-point lead for Valenzuela in the third.
Cyril Gonzalez has 8 points in the second half rather. Quick run, somebody's got to get it in.
Olegario is fouled by Jello Santiago.
This will be in free throws. This is that missed shot by Obuyes, which Cyril gave a chase. Di na nag-accept ng oras. Decided for him to finish in there.
Olegario trying to ice the game here. That's that one to fall. 7 points for J.R. Olegario. He is also the team captain of this team. 4 rebounds and 3 assists and 2 steals. Olegario misses the second. 4-point game. Santiago. Gonzalez for 3. He gets the bounce.
A lot of time.
8.1 seconds remaining. They can foul here.
Quick foul.
Alanes is fouled. 6 seconds on the clock.
Shaq Alanes is a 77% free throw shooter. He so far has 8 of the 13 made free throws. That bounce though. About that bounce on that shot.
What a turn of events here.
So even if he makes a couple, there is still that good chance for Voyagers to heave a 3.
Oh, and may timeout pa ang Pasay.
Yes.
We'll talk about coming alive in the last 2 minutes. 18 for Shaq.
That's the timeout.
Goes 2 for 2. And if you're Pasay, this is all that you can ask for. You were down and out.
Yeah.
But, you know, were they really out? I don't think so. They were down, but they were never out because...
Tama natin yung screen sa para
Mayhem will try to map out a play that could potentially tie this ball game.
Okay, Christian. Ito. Okay, so Jello. Okay? Mangyari sa atin, pare, ito, ha? Wait, Jello. Okay? Tuloy lang natin to elevator, ha? Okay, look, Nico. Cyril! Okay, go up. Tuloy, ha? Tuloy to. Okay, pag-hit natin to. Christian! Okay, Brian! Okay, ito yan, ha? Tatlo yan. Ay, apat yan, apat. Pasok.
By the way that it sounds, it seems that they are going to have 4 3-point shooters after the initial action off this baseline out of bounds. This might be an elevator off the top, and then everybody spreads out.
Hilario, Fajarito, Kinal, and Gonzalez all capable of hitting the three.
It's going to be very interesting.
Si Jello Santiago ang mag-i-inbound dito sa kanan. Kinal. Gonzalez, free sa corner, the three. Air ball, Collado with a rebound. Had a really good look. That was more than a look para kay Cyril.
Well, that was a very good look. Somehow you kind of knew that they were looking for that elevator. Instead, that slip by Cyril of that good fake. Not a good line. Medyo malakas lang.
Mahirap din off the bounce eh.
Yeah. Iba talaga pag off the dribble yung tira mo ng tres eh.
Collado misses the free throw already with 25 points and 9 rebounds. Jay Collado. Wow. Fajarito. Nagpass and Valenzuela with their biggest win of the season. Their biggest victory of the season para dito sa Valenzuela. An 88-85 victory over the Pasay Voyagers. This is their 6th win of the campaign as they continue their turnaround ngayong season na to. Our best player of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL, and it's no other than ang veterano si Jay Collado with a stellar performance. 25 points, 9 rebounds, and I don't want to say he's rolling back the years because he's telling us that he is in the best shape of his career. The veteran, once again, coming up big para dito for Valenzuela as they pick up an 88-85 win over Pasay. Thoughts, Coach Mike?
Well, I thought it was an overall team effort by Valenzuela. They were very patient with their offense, but Jay Collado really just bringing his A game against Pasay today.
And another narrow defeat for Pasay. This is their 4th loss of the season. 3rd with 8 points or less. Let's go to Mika.
Maraming salamat. The most conditioned big man of his age group. Congratulations, Jay Collado. Career high, 25 points, 9 rebounds. How are you today, Kuya Jay?
I'm good.
Pero alam mo, Jay, ito na yung rhythm na inaantay ni Coach Estong mula umpisa ng season at napakalaking bagay mo dun sa inaantay niyang yon at pinakita niyo yun ngayong araw. Anong nakikita mo sa Valenzuela team na to?
Yun nga, sabi ko nga sa kanila, itong team na to, mga bata. So, marami pang matututunan. Mahaba pa yung liga. So, sabi ko nga sa kanila, sa practice, magsisimula sa practice lahat yan.
Marami na kaming nakitang magagandang bagay sa'yo in the past, no? Nag-champion ka na dito sa MPBL, pero napakaganda ng lagay ng katawan mo ngayon, Jay, yung condition mo. Ano ba ang sikreto?
Yun nga, sabi ko nga, medyo may edad na. So, kailangan kong ibagay yung kung ano yung mga pumapasok ngayon kasi puro bata na. So, kailangan kong maging mabilis din.
Napakaganda. Sino mga gusto mong batiin at pasalamatan?
Yun nga, binabati ko yung mga boss namin, tsaka mga namin, yung Accelerate, Super Club, Artemis, Printing Service, Iron Break Philippines, Anytime Fitness, Accelerate Wellness, Pain Clinic, Paul, Retenso, at saka Corner Hoops, Caloocan. Yun lang.
Maraming salamat and congratulations, Jay Collado.
Wala na. Ay, yung tsaka misis ko, tsaka anak ko na nanonood ngayon.
Importante yun. Maraming salamat, Jay Collado. Our Player of the Game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Si Coach Mike.
Thank you so much, Mika, and congratulations kay Jay Collado on his Player of the Game performance. Up next, we have the big one tonight. Caloocan against San Juan. The battle of the top teams in the North Division. We will be right back dito sa Caloocan Sports Complex.
Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao,